in the game. Sunflower State, the site of our clash today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Kansas offense will have the ball first. Kansas enjoyed every single second of the Sunflower Showdown last time as the Jayhawks blew out the Power Cats.
It's so much fun. When you're the team that hasn't won the rivalry as many times as the other one, it's kind of been dominated by Kansas State. When you come out and you make a statement, like in-state, obviously, competitions, talked about year-round in the state. Nice to get a win in this matchup.
That was one of those wins, too, by Kansas that I don't think just got the attention of people in state, but all around the Big 12 Conference as well. That was a statement. That was dominant, and they're going to try and do that again here today.
And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. They'll go right back to it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for room. It's Cooks. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, Kansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will take the field for the first time. Looking for room, it's Childs. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Paul. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Out of the gun to give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Cincinnati looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's McGooligan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Kansas State pushing the pace.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really...
Turning it on! He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. A lot of room to the right.
This defense prides themselves on effort and pursuit. Quarterback there did a great job scrambling, so much so that he was able to get downfield, and it looked like it was going to be a big play, but all that pursuit from the defense and their effort getting to the ball, knocking it out, and coming away with a big turnover.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's McGooligan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Gives it on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the running game. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cooks. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Run the gun. The running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Cobb. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The give on the inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll try the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back's got it. Touchdown, Kansas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the catch. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Kansas State quick to the line. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Using the quick game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the mark.
Pulls it in. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He splits the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more snap coming before halftime. Give to the running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down, from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Whether it's Rock Chalk or Emaw, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Cobb. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire, using his legs to buy some time. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one...
Breaks into the open. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was drilled just as he released. It's incomplete. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to...
Turning it on! Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays.
It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Builds the punt and looking for daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Unloads quickly.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cooks. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
At the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Kansas.
We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 4 over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw it. And they're not on the same page there.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On the run, it's Cooks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. He's got him. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just weird.
Touchdown, Kansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll take it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Cooks. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tries again to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Cobb. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cobb. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense... really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooks. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.